have Harshal Mehta, who is the Chief Executive Officer, DHFL, with us on the show. Thank you for being with us, Mr. Mehta. To start off with, can you tell us your outlook on the road ahead for the housing finance sector, particularly in light of the Pradhan Mantri Yojana?
See, as far as the housing is concerned and the kind of thrust you see from government is only more positive towards this segment. Especially if you look at the new guidelines which have been announced under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, especially for the scheme which is at 9 lakh and 12 lakh is further supporting this segment, and we believe that this will continue to support the segment. Notwithstanding the fact that you also are seeing that the much sought after demand of giving an infrastructure status has also been conferred as long as it is in the affordable housing segment, because this, if you look, also opens up avenues for the developers to tap alternate sources of funds. It also opens up opportunities for many fund houses, especially whether they are on the regulatory side, the pension funds and things like that, which can start now investing into such instruments, which also is a newer opportunity on the developer side. So when you combine those two, at an individual level and at a developer level, it definitely gives a push to the affordable housing segment.
Okay, Harshal, how do you think big investors are looking at the entire Indian housing finance related opportunities?
If we look at the major investors, especially here in the US, more specifically in New York, there is a lot of interest on the investor side, a lot of optimism, more than the interest, I would say, towards India investment climate, and in the BFSI segment, and especially in the BFSI segment, if I were to say, there is a lot of interest in housing and the housing finance companies, because now what they also see is the fact that there are policies being rolled out which is supportive to this segment. So we are, to that extent, I must say that, we are kind of overwhelmed with the response we are seeing here in New York.
And Harshal, what kind of investor interest are you getting in this space, especially if you look at it from the near-term point of view?
Well, judging, by the meetings we have had so far and the interactions we have, they remain to be, quite bullish in the short to medium term, especially with a very strong, stable political background, which I think is one of an areas where the FIIs and the investors look at. At least, we are seeing that they are fairly optimistic as far as, short to medium term is concerned.
And tell us how structural this opportunity is, not just for the sector, but for your company as well.
Well, as far as how you look at the growth, again, DHFL continues to stay focused in the affordable housing segment. It is almost more than 2/3 of our retail home loans, which are purely in the affordable segment, driven from the tier 2, tier 3 locations across the country. Going forward, the focus continues to be in the same segment, and we endeavor to look at the growth on the AUM side as well in the range of 16 to 18%.
And DHFL's big business plans, there seems to be a lot lined up on that front. Can you throw some light on what we can expect? What's in the pipeline?
See, over the next, 2 to 3 years, the vision and what we at DHFL are driving is very clearly, deeper penetration into the tier 2, tier 3 markets, reach out to those set of people who are always looking for that home loan at a price which is affordable to them, and backed by a very, very strong technology at the back end to drive productivity, to drive efficiencies, and maintain, and curtail your costs to ensure that you have a higher growth rate, but commensurately a lower growth in your OPEX is one of the areas where we are clearly focusing to leverage on the opportunities which lie ahead of us as far as the affordable housing is concerned across.
Okay, Harshil, thanks a lot for that, for giving us an overview on what exactly lies ahead for affordable housing as a sector as a whole and what investors are interested in.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/ETNow.